Welcome back to another video for Mojave County Airsoft. Again, I'm Mark, and today we're going to be talking about this plate carrier, which is the Voodoo Tactical Lightweight Plate Carrier. So, I've had this plate carrier for about 10 years now, 9 years, something like that. Off and on, I've used it for carrying sappies when I was in the Marine Corps for working out, things like that, where I didn't want to mess with my actual plate carrier that I was issued. I used it after the Marine Corps for working out, for a little bit of airsoft when I was playing on some fields. It's a great little plate carrier. Right now I have foam plates and then 2 5-pound, one in each side plates, like just normal dumbbell plates. Eventually, I'm waiting on another plate carrier to show up, and then I'm going to make a decision on what I want to actually wear, because this doesn't fit the look, and let's be honest, most airsoft is a fashion show, so doesn't fit the looks I'm going for. But it is a great plate carrier, especially with the foam inserts, but even then it's fairly thick material, so if you're just looking for something to stop BBs at close range, if you're playing CQB or something like that, that's great. It's a great vest for that. It is fairly durable. It's got real wide shoulder straps. Let me adjust that one real quick. Got real wide shoulder straps on the back. It does come down fairly deep. You have little attachment points, or I have a little attachment point set up that at one point was for a shotgun scabbard, if I remember right. With this, you can throw on a map pack directly onto the molly. You can throw on a map pack over the shoulder straps, as they are wide, but they are fairly low profile. This plate carrier does retail for about $120, so it is getting into that medium range. It is certainly not a budget option, or not what I would consider a budget option, but for the price versus what you get out of it, it's hard to beat. A lot of people hate on Voodoo Tactical and a few other brands like that. I think they make great gear, especially for airsoft. Would I trust my life to it? Maybe not, but I don't have to worry about that because we're shooting little plastic BBs. Also, I know we'll probably get comments like, why do you wear a plate carrier in airsoft? Really, I don't most of the time. I play mostly outdoors, longer range stuff, but for those of you playing indoors, it is a good consideration, especially with the foam plates. You get full mobility. It doesn't weigh anything if you don't have the dumbbell plates in there. So it doesn't weigh anything, doesn't really restrict mobility once you put foam plates in it. If you're putting hard plates or real plates in it, that might change, obviously, but what it means is that you're more likely to breach around that cover, breach a door, whatever you need to do. If you're doing CQB, you're more likely to do it because you have confidence that you're not going to get injured by getting shot in the chest, something of that nature. So especially for new players, I recommend some kind of plate carrier if you're playing CQB. For people who are more experienced, that's obviously going to be up to you. So, yeah, it is also part of the military style look, right? You can obviously go out wearing your winter jacket, your leather jacket, whatever the case is, and be fine. You can wear even thick work shirt, be fine, but this fits the look a little bit better. And like I said, airsoft is a fashion show. It doesn't come with the American flag patch. That's mine. I put some kind of American flag patch on pretty much all my gear. One thing I will say about fitment, so it fits great. It does come with cummerbunds and that hold side sappies or side plates. I'm not a big fan of that. I obviously wore them for professional use when I was in the Marines, but It's airsoft. I'm not worried about actually dying from getting shot through the side. I'm not going to wear them. It's more comfortable like that. It does come with these buckles, or at least when I bought it, it did. If not, they're fairly easy to attach still. And it comes with the side cummerbunds, which have molly on them as well, so you can rig up whatever you want. It can fit the pouches, which if you're not running plates, you might as well throw a water bottle, something of that nature in there. One thing that I like about plate carriers versus chest rigs is I feel like they distribute weight a lot better, especially you can counterbalance. A lot of people will talk about counterbalancing the helmets with the night vision up front or a GoPro up front or something of that nature, putting counterbalance in the back. But when it comes to chest rigs, when it comes to plate carriers, especially if you're getting into prolonged games, people don't like to talk about counterbalance for that. So if I'm running water pack, I might put a weight plate in the front, even if I'm doing like CQB, something like that. If I need water, I live in Arizona. I'm going to be playing in Vegas quite a bit probably here in the near future. So it's hot. I might want water, although they require full face mask, so the Camelback might not work. So we'll see how that goes. But for prolonged games, we're talking anything over 15-30 minutes, depending where you live. If you live in certain environments, you might go longer. But for me, if I put a water pack on the front, probably going to counterbalance it with some kind of dumbbell plate in the front so I can get proper balance so it isn't shifting around all awkward and weird. So as far as fitment, if you notice I got it riding up where it should be, that's fine. And it fits great. You can cinch down the sides. I cinched it down, then just electrical taped it. So I can still tighten it down further if needed, but it's not going to loosen up on me, which is great. That's the nature of the beast with all buckles. One thing I will say is you will have to either fold over, fold this over or cut it or do something of that nature. The Velcro retains great, but it doesn't actually sit high enough. If you're shorter than 6 foot, I'm 6 foot, you might have to adjust that a little bit for yourself. If you got big old traps that push it up, that might work as well. You know, maybe I just need to hit the gym. So yeah, it's a great plate carrier for the price. It's got moisture wicking material on the inside. It's held everything I've needed it to hold. For airsoft purposes, I think it is fantastic. If you just need something to carry plates, maybe pretty good, right? It's going to depend on your plate setup and things like that. If you're looking for a weighted vest to work out in, I think it's great. And if you are going to the range and you want something to hold plates, but you don't want something that'll break the bank, I think this is a great option, especially for a first plate carrier that you're actually thinking about putting weights in, because the wider shoulder straps will really help. I have a bum shoulder. The other shoulder might be going here soon, so I gotta worry about weight support, right? It does ride a little bit high, so if you're worried about getting shot in the stomach, especially if you're like me and got a bit of a gut going on, you might want to put something across the bottom, some kind of fanny pack, some kind of pouch that hangs down, protects the stomach. I personally don't wear something like that. I don't do a lot of CQB, so I'm not really worried about it. It does, loud Velcro time. It does have full Velcro across the front, which is how you attach the cummerbunds, half and half, and then you fold that back down, secure it. With mag pouches on it, it'll keep the molly nice and flat. And like I said, plenty of real estate on the back half. It's great. I can run a full mat pack back there, no problem. So, go ahead and check it out. Leave your questions, comments, concerns down in the comments if you want to. Stay safe and stay hydrated.